Hi, everybody.
Hey.
So, this is my first stand-up comedy thingy, and I even did it with a little stool that is never used and the water's never drunk. So, yeah. So, I am talking about my years in Konos, and as Ms. T has said, during my years in Konos, I have learned, how to be appropriate and inappropriate. Also during my years in Konos, I think during high school, a lot of people figure out their taste in music and how they enjoy music, what genres they decide. And I've decided that there are certain songs and genres that are just unacceptable in certain situations. For instance, any sort of dubstep at all in nursing homes, ever. I feel like that would cause heart attacks that are bad. Also, the song Baby from Justin Bieber during woman giving birth. That would be bad altogether. And then finally, the song That's What Makes You Beautiful from One Direction playing in a men's bathroom. If you don't know, when men go to the bathroom in public areas, they tend to not like to make eye contact with any other person that comes into the bathroom. We consider it a win when we get out without seeing anyone. And so, I feel like if that song was playing, it would definitely higher the risk of not seeing anyone. I've also learned some things about myself in my years at Konos. I've learned that I sometimes say the wrong things in the wrong situations. For instance, I was boarding a plane, and the gate agent said, "Have a great flight," and I said, "You too." If you go on a flight, ever. Also, my waiter came by when we were at a restaurant, grabbed up our food, and said, enjoy your dinner. I was like, "You too." When you eat. That was great. I've also realized that I forget names way too easily. And if I've forgotten your name at any time, I apologize thoroughly.
Thank you.
But I always try to play like the nickname game, Hey, Buckaroo. My name isn't Buckaroo. Sure it is. Partner? Yeah, that doesn't really go out very well. But there are certain people, or certain names that are hard to confuse. Well, they're easy to confuse, but people don't like them confused, if that makes sense. Like Caroline and Carolyn. I never get those right. Hey, Caroline! It's Carolyn. Henry. That's how you say it. Also, people like to spell their names in any which way they want. I once met an Amy, and I was like, "Oh yeah, A-M-Y?" No, A-Y-M-I-E. I spelled mine H-E-N-Q-W-Q. The number 7 and the letter T. Henri. But school was hard for me. Mainly because of my propensity for procrastination, which...
Amen.
I know, right? That was rude. I remember one time in middle school, it was the day that we were all giving speeches about the countries that we had researched. And I woke up on that day and we're like, oh no, it's speech day. I have not done anything. So I get on the way to school, and all the smart people go in front of me, which was everyone in my class. And so I get up, and the teacher's like, "So, Henry, what's your subject?" Peru. Great, you can start. Thank you. Peru is a land fraught with unique things, such as the Peruvian monkey. And it's antennas and monkey food. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about how it is probably one of the best places to live because Peru's capital is a booming metropolis. There has buildings and people. The teacher is like, yeah, that's great. The students know what I'm getting at. They're doing nothing, you know. At one point while I'm describing the landscape, there's so great grass there. It's just green and lush. The teacher finally figures out and like, Henry, just sit down. You failed. You failed everything. But on a more serious note, I've loved being at college, and I've loved all the things that I've been taught, especially how not to procrastinate, which tends to not happen sometimes. And I have enjoyed learning here, and all my wonderful teachers, and I'm going to miss you guys. Thank you.
Woo! Go Henry!